Hello, today we're going to be talking about tooth care in general, specifically brushing the teeth and how to do that, and then some products you can be using at home to help care for your dog's teeth. This is Fritz. He's never had his teeth brushed before, at least not by me, and he's going to be a willing participant today. So we're going to go over how to brush his teeth and introduce him to toothbrushing as well as then brush his teeth. He's a little nervous, and we usually don't do it up on a table, but for videoing it will help. So we get the toothpaste, which is a veterinary toothpaste that doesn't have fluoride. Dogs cannot use regular human toothpaste. It's flavored, usually something that they'll like. And so the first thing you do is just introduce them to the toothpaste. And this is poultry flavored. Let him smell it. Hopefully he'll like it. Take a lick. Perfect. It's like he's been trained. And then you can start taking a small amount on your finger. Stay, good boy. And just rub it on the gums, up on the teeth, until they kind of get used to the idea that we're rubbing something in their mouth. We'll take it, and he likes it a lot, so that's helpful. And take it one step further, you can use a finger cot, where we're putting this little finger brush on our finger and applying the toothpaste to this, and then using that to brush the teeth. And it's only the outside of the teeth that you need to brush, because the inside does not tend to develop tartar or get as diseased. And then you can get way back up in there. He's being very good, and he likes the flavor of it, so he's just sort of licking it off as I go. And I'm brushing those. Then you can just lift up, brush these incisors, and it's the same technique you'd use on your own teeth, where you're using a circular motion and getting down into that gum and brushing, and then you move around to the other side. So that's something that works very well, especially in dogs that have small mouths, and they seem to accept it okay, and they don't tend to chew on it. So we'll move on to the toothbrush now, which usually most dog toothbrushes, you can use a human toothbrush, but most dog toothbrushes have two sizes, so you can use it for whatever one fits best in their mouth. Again, you apply the toothpaste and raise the lip and use the brush just like you would on your own teeth, except for that you do not have to do the bottoms or the inside of the tooth, the tongue side. You're a very good boy. Normally you would do this process over several days to get him used to it, and he's being very receptive to it today. Good boy. So alternatives to brushing, because while brushing is the gold standard, it needs to be done daily. If you're not able to brush your dog's teeth daily, you do need to do something every day to break up the plaque and tartar buildup that's going to occur. Bacteria turns into plaque, plaque turns into tartar, and tartar leads to gingival disease and tooth loss. So other things we can do is an oral rinse. This is something that's a little less invasive in their mouth, and they tolerate it pretty well, and you just squirt it along the teeth, especially after a meal. But the flavor isn't bad, and he doesn't mind it very much at all. The next thing we have is this is a water supplement, and you apply a certain amount, a couple of teaspoons to a liter of water once a day, and they drink the water, and as they drink the water, it's decreasing the bacterial content in their mouth and preventing plaque in that way. This is also very easy to do, especially if you leave it sitting next to the dog bowl. Something to mechanically break up the tartar and the plaque on the teeth are these CET chews. And this one has an enzyme in it and also an antibacterial product coating on it. And the dogs should chew something like this every day. And not only does that give them something to do, but it's cleaning the teeth as they go. Very effective. Now, there's no such thing as a completely safe chew toy or chewy in general, and there's not one that's completely unsafe. You need to monitor your dog at first until you observe them, make sure it's safe, they're not choking on it, and it doesn't cause them to vomit. Most dogs, I would say 75% plus, do very well with these and have no problems. The other thing we have is this tooth diet. Hills makes a veterinary prescription dental diet and he's very eager to try some, that is a very large kibble, and the tooth has to penetrate into the kibble before it crumbles, and so it cleans the teeth as they go. The reason it's so large is to encourage them to chew. As you see, he took about 2 nibbles and that one was gone. But Some dogs, we ask them to be fed this diet exclusively, and it can be very effective at cleaning the teeth. For small dogs, they make a smaller bite, and he's ready to try it. This is just dog food, but oftentimes people will give it as a treat to help clean the dog's teeth every day. Good boy. And that concludes my discussion on tooth care. I hope that you find this helpful.